Nah, let's... Yo! Ashley, why do you look like you got...
What?
Like, laser vision. Those
Because you
ring
always
lights.
have to turn that ring light on.
We gotta be able to light our beautiful faces up. Hello, everyone. Who's in
you
here?
Look super white.
You are.
Oh, I got the notif.
Did you?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I'm about to triple tap with the Twitter notif.
What?
If you don't have Twitter notif, I mean, everyone's Twitter notice probably blew up last night at 3 a.m. when I blew up on those Cheetos and chips. Tell you what. Hey, easy with that pen. That's my only good pen. Seriously, that's my only good pen.
Don't yell at me.
That's my only good pen.
It's a stupid pen.
That is my only good pen. I'm actually
I will
dead.
throw this pen.
Actually, no, I'm dead serious. Please don't.
I will throw
Actually,
this pen.
I've had that pen for just like 5 years.
The higher your voice gets, the higher this pen gets.
Alright, I'm just gonna stop talking then. I would hope though that you drop the pen. What's up, everyone?
You never said please.
I don't know what I've been told. I don't know what I've been told. Jesse's What? Dude, she's being ignorant. Oh my! Yeah, I was like, what the? It said 1,000 viewers, but then the chat just
45 seconds.
the chat just exploded.
Holy.
Welcome to the live stream.
There it goes. Slow down.
Hey there, Jay. It's your pal McJuggerNuggets here, guys. So I'm sure.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
That's Ashley.
You never introduced me.
Is that my
Hi.
job? Am I supposed to intro you?
No, but you never leave me room. You just.
I like
in.
a strong personality. I like a strong visceral personality that I can get
You
pissed
just keep
at.
on. I'm like, I don't even have a chance to say who I am.
Good. Assert yourself. I'm trying to teach Ashley how to assert her dominance.
What? I know how to.
We got a lot to talk about tonight. First off, welcome back. We haven't live streamed in a hot minute.
Some zombies.
Yeah, and that was when things were looking still. I don't want to say hopeful, but there was still hope for StoryFire.
There's still a light.
We stopped streaming for a bit because of StoryFire, and we stopped uploading videos because of StoryFire because we've been in such a gray area. So, welcome y'all. We're still filing in here. I'm gonna be answering all your questions. I also want to help people download their stories and videos. Make sure you guys save your content before the great old Titanic sinks to the bottom of the ocean. We're only 5-6 days away from that happening. It's surreal. It's unfortunate, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna cry. If you guys want to see me cry and be sad over StoryFire disappearing and the community that we've built and all the hopes and dreams getting flushed down the toilet, join me. Grab a beverage of choice. Mine is high quality H2O. And yeah, we're going to get into this thing. How's everyone doing? What do we got? Alina, Ungame Miller, Jordan, Yama, Guardians, No Hate Please Hate, M. May, Tyler Mugg, Mike, Big Vic, Ulvin, Lil Modak, Scott and Cherish Vlog, Virginia, Off the Air, Dean, Renolo, Kyrie, Kyle. Yes, Ash and I are going to do our best. We're not going to say any curse words this whole stream so that I can feel comfortable publishing this to YouTube permanently. Don't even lip it. I got to catch myself. I want to be able to put this on YouTube so people can watch it so they can understand what's going on. Because
Dang it.
Yeah.
Dang it.
And we're going to be serious, but we're also going to try and provide some levity here because it's so real, so unfortunate that we have to sort of what do we call that? The word eludes me right now. We have to. Ashley probably doesn't know.
What?
I'm trying to think of that word that means we're trying to like avoid the situation with humor. Deflect. Trying to deflect a little bit, you know. We're gonna do that.
That's a lot of deflection.
Thanks for your help, Ashley. Appreciate you.
I don't know what you're saying.
You keep up. All right. Do you just checking? This isn't part of a series. No. So look, me leaving YouTube. Admittedly, yes, that was a marketing tactic to try to get people to StoryFire. I was never leaving YouTube. I mean, my dad took over the channel. Come on, guys. Like, what do you expect there? So that was not thing. But StoryFire shutting down is real. I saw some great theories. You know, Jesse and Brian are getting into legal beef. It's all part of the running narrative. The fact that when we met Brian, the wingless eagle, literally the whole premise of that only video Brian's in the second series was to start a fire.
Mm-hmm.
You know, here we are shutting down the fire. I mean, quite frankly, it all does sound like BS. So, but no, this is, but it's not. I mean, that'd be some extreme lengths for me to go to fake a whole platform over the last few years, pretend there's this whole big initiative, get everyone else involved with content, and then be like, sorry guys, it's getting ripped to shreds just for a narrative. But then again, I've pushed the boundaries before. I admit that's not the case here. That was not the case. That would be some like, y'all are playing checkers, Jesse's playing chess. But that is not the case. I wish. I don't know how good of a marketing tactic it would be to say you're shutting it down. Yeah. However, I will say StoryFire's numbers the last 2 days since we've announced shutdown have been through the roof. You'd think there have been people deleting their accounts and leaving already. But you'd think, but if anything, people have now flocked to the platform and are just commemorating it. They're posting, they're doing final goodbye videos. So the activity in this final few days, and I think for the remainder of this week, has never been better. So if this was a marketing tactic, I guess it would have worked. Yeah.
Well, now you know. For next time.
Yeah. Second series was the best.
You're
Thank you,
showing
Samantha.
off for over here.
Dude, why would I button this?
Flexing over there. What the?
I'm not flexing. Never.
Your buttons.
If you ever make a lot of money, would you ever try again on StoryFire? Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? If you had asked me when we were popping on YouTube during Sega Series, Jesse, would you ever make your own YouTube? I would have told you, what the are you talking about? No, that makes no sense. But it's hard to say what happens 3 years from now. Did I know that 400,000 people would be dead right now in a pandemic and that we wouldn't be allowed to leave our houses?
Heck no.
No. I would have been wrong. What are your plans for your channel in the future overall? So look, StoryFire ending, as miserable and sad as that is, has almost opened a door into the great beyond for McJuggerNuggets. So like, heck, we're grinding on TikToks. Like, Ashley's about to hit 10K. Make sure you follow her at AshReneeMay.
Yes.
I'm
so excited. So wait, I am 150 away.
If you guys want to get her,
10K.
10K, that'd be awesome. But
yes, please.
We're growing like crazy. I've gained 300,000 followers on TikTok in the last like 3 days. So it's been crazy there. Facebook's been doing great as always. But as far as like YouTube content, I am ready to start getting back into stuff. I might be a little miserable over these next few weeks just to get rid of StoryFire and try to forget about it, honestly, in some ways. But I do want to get back to videos and doing something. But the Netflix stuff is also exciting and interesting. But yeah. Does anyone need help getting their videos or stories down from StoryFire? I'll go over how you do it. But I want to make sure that there's enough people that like, yo, I need help. You ever gonna bring back Sega Series? I mean, it kind of still always exists, We can always do.
Someone should ask me why I'm so young. I'm 25. Is that like?
She's 25, believe it or not.
So young.
You look young, Ashley. That's the thing.
So do you, but now I'm 25.
No, you look hella young though.
You're like those kids.
NZ Gamer says, why did you never invest in a content delivery network? StoryFire videos are just on Vimeo. That is correct. So hosting video is expensive as heck. As you heard how much I spent putting it into the platform. If we actually were like hosting our own videos natively, as well as just like, we got a few terabytes worth of content on the platform. That would cost a lot of money. Vimeo makes it easy, streamlines the process, the player, so it's not as expensive. So it was mainly to control the costs of everything. Even though it ended up costing a lot, at least with this, we're minimizing how much we're spending, so that way we can just build the brand, build the community and raise money. And then once we get enough money, then we could build our own stuff. You gotta lean on things that already exist and then build your own version. Send me $10 if I twerk. If it was Twitch, I don't feel safe twerking on any platform.
No.
It doesn't even, yeah.
I did on my TikTok with you, but...
Yeah, it was quick, though.
It's quick.
I'm Czar. Just want you to know I love the Sega series. Thank you, man. Doctor, yeah, that is the thought. With StoryFire out of the picture, my brain will have freedom, and I can do more content and think creatively. Because, like, look, business Jesse, he's boring. It's annoying. As much as it can be enjoyable and addicting to want to scale a business and grow it and all this crap, it's pretty miserable at the same time. So I'm excited to just worry about, like, creating cool artsy stuff and having fun. Just met you up 7 Springs, hitting the slope. David, on the ski trip? We met up? Dude, it's crazy. Yeah, Ashley and I were actually talking about going for a little slopage. She's never been.
I'm kind of scared.
You might die.
I feel like I will get injured.
You might.
And I don't know if I want that. Like,
you should be like warming up a little bit. Like start to exercise a little bit because the skiing will take it out of you. And if your legs are not prepared, like if your quads are a little weak, you might break some legs. I'm saying you might break a leg.
Well, I don't want to break a leg, so let's not.
Ashley prides herself on never breaking a bone, but that could be the one.
I don't want to.
Sir PK says, why did you say Cash Out was happening when you knew StoryFire was failing? So when we were working on Cash Out, we were burning $100,000 a month. I was putting that in. And we were working on Cash Out for months. So like when I was saying, yo, Cash Out's coming, Cash Out was coming. And it never came. Your question's as good as mine. I don't know. I don't know where it is. You'd have to ask Brian. But we never got, I think we got to like 90% complete the feature. And then a lot of our money went to marketing. And then we ran out of budget. So we could never finish the Cash Out feature. And that's the worst part. A lot of people had accumulated Blaze, and unfortunately unable to cash out, I mean, I have like $5,000 worth of Blaze that, I'm not all of a sudden going to get paid for. I mean, that's just silly to bring as an example because I would be paying myself. And if you guys wanted to cash out your Blaze, I'd literally basically be handing you the money myself. But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to finish it. Obviously, we had every intention of pushing the platform further. Kyrie says, Jesse, some people wonder why you couldn't just drop video and keep the social unwritten. You could. Once again, it's still going to cost money. With the servers, the developers, just maintenance, just maintaining all that data and everything is going to cost money that unfortunately, we just can't do it. Spicy Chip says I'm actually speechless right now. It's unfortunate, it really...
Oh, it's so sad.
It really came out of left field. Like, obviously you never expect for this to happen.
I know. And, like, the community on there was, like, unlike any other platform,
Yeah. Steven, thank you for $5, man. I know how it feels. Sorry I shut down. Sending love. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. You and Julia. $25, Joe V. Sorry I had to shut down StoryFire. Thank you for making a great website, great video. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. See a dimension as well. Juice99, bring Isaac back. I'm working on something, guys. Working on something. Sorry if this sounds mean. No, it's all good. But is there any point to keeping StoryFire on my devices once it shuts down? Lucas, it's really up to you. For me, I still have old StoryFire, like the old logo on here. I will keep StoryFire on here just as like a memento from the whole thing.
I will.
It'll be cool to see it. It's gonna hurt to look at it and know you can't click on it. But I think you can click on it, but I think a message will probably be like, you can't do that.
Because I did that when Vine shut down. And
same.
Flappy Bird.
Well,
I had that on my phone like for the longest time until I upgraded or whatever.
I remember Vine turned into Vine Camera or something.
I don't
remember
even remember. No, I never opened it. I just always had it.
Yeah. Edward says, have you thought about selling your $1.2 million house? So that's the thing. I don't know if you watched the video, but I offered $1 million to put into StoryFire. And unfortunately, that was declined. So I tried to keep the platform going, but Brian and I could not come to an agreement. Did you ever create StoryFire? I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
We did. Why did Sega Kid not grab the money out of the safe when Sega Dad had it open? I think I remember what you're talking about when we're moving all my mom's items around. I think he was afraid he was gonna get caught. My dad was right there. It's risky.
Yeah.
Thundercloud. So you're gonna stick to YouTube or try something else? Thundercloud. I'm always on everything, but you guys. I mean, look, we got 1,300 people in here. You guys are incredible. Like, it seems like through thick and thin, no matter what, you guys, whether it's StoryFire, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, you guys are here. So I gotta always give back to you guys. So I want to get back into content. I gotta get to the point where I'm feeling ready and excited for it. Just because the loss of StoryFire sucks. Are you working on something with Netflix? I can't say that, and I can't answer that. Jay, without getting too much, Brian declining the money it comes down to, like, if I'm gonna put in money, you want to get equity back. But if you can't come to a deal, say I wanted a certain percent of the company, I wanted to put in the money, and he didn't want to give away that much percent of the company, then we didn't reach the deal. So unfortunately, we couldn't make it work. We just couldn't come to an agreement, unfortunately. Can you show us how to save written stories on StoryFire? Yes, Stealth Fox. I believe my dude TextFax is in here. Who, shout out to you, man. You had figured out how to do this. So you can only do it on the web. Okay. So listen carefully. If you want, this, I will put this stream on YouTube so you can rewatch this portion back. Just rewind real quick. Go to StoryFire.com. Log in. Pretty simple so far. I think Ashley's even following along. Sometimes she's in her own world, but I think you got that part. What do you do?
This time I am. Go to StoryFire on the web and log in.
Log in. All right, cool. Then click on your click on your click on your profile. So your little picture in the top right. Click on profile. Then you'll see under your picture on the middle of the screen, click on settings. Click on settings.
Click settings.
Click settings. And then at the very bottom, you'll see a little drop down. It'll say other options.
Other options.
Click other options, export. You'll get an email within a few minutes.
Email. Check your email.
That email will contain .csv files. Fancy word for you're just getting your chat.
Just open the file.
I almost cursed. Open the files. You'll have your profile data. You can throw that in the garbage, your virtual trash can. You don't need that. And then you'll have your written stories, which will be probably open up in some Excel spreadsheet crap. You just got to do a big copy pasta, throw into a Word doc, whatever. You got your written stuff there. And then the other thing, if you had video, you should have video links in a spreadsheet folder. What you can then do is click on those video links. Hold up.
Sneeze.
Sneeze twice. Then you're going to go click on those video links. Go to your video downloader of choice. I believe TextFax suggestion was pastedownload.net.com. What is it, TextFax? I know you're in here.
You should put all this in a note.
I will. I'll tweet it. I can tweet it out. If people are still begging.
I don't know if they can write fast enough.
What is it? Pastedownload.com. Look at paste download. What is it? Or no. Click once you get that's a direct link. You got the direct link. You don't need to do that. Click the direct link in the CSV file, and then you'll see a little triple dot. Click the triple dot. Click download. You start the video download. Boom. There you go. You got your content.
Hope you got all that.
It's not the fanciest way. It's not the expensive, just
bougie
build out feature that shows up in your inbox or whatever.
At least your stuff is saved.
It works. You can save it. We would have loved to spend a lot of money for you guys to download it. But the feature exists. You guys can save your stuff. We want to make sure that you guys can get it.
On YouTube.
If anybody needs further help, I know it's a little tricky. Let me know. Jesse, watch the pizza guy from 2006. Peter, love that video, man. Just earthquake effect and pizza.
What?
Joe V, thank you for the tips, man. Are you still friends with Brian? FNAF Garcia, thank you for the $5. We're friendly. So, Jess, it seems like the only people losing out is the indie creators. Now they don't have a place like StoryFire. How do you fight for them, as you say? Kyrie, So put all that content onto YouTube. Put it onto TikTok. Clip it for TikTok. Clip it for Instagram. Clip it for Twitter.
Love TikTok.
Put on everything. Put on everything. You know.
And see what happens.
Yeah, and if anybody ever needs advice, ask me questions on here. I am further building out the New Jersey content house. So if there's any creators, who knows? Once COVID gets a little better, what will be really sick is similar to the cameraman competition. We actually have competitions for people to move in to the RiDGiD house.
Oh my god.
And we can incubate you and put you on and get all kinds of craziness going.
That sounds so fun.
So, you know, for some of our power users on StoryFire, it'd be cool to get that hashtag Triple M vibe alive and put some people on. But for right now, you know, we're saying goodbye to the fires. And
I would love to be a judge for that. I'm just saying.
Ashley loves judging. You loved that bake-off, didn't you?
I did.
It was fun. I did it. It was pretty miserable because it was a lot.
Tastes like crap. No, I'm just kidding.
It was pretty miserable though. By the end of it,
we're eating desserts.
I know, it was
but
too
this
much.
one's different. I'm not eating desserts.
Thank you, Ben Kavanaugh. Appreciate the kind words. How involved in the video picking process were you for StoryFire CRF? I would actually scan through a lot of submissions, picking ones that I felt like were good fits for StoryFire that had some promising series and stuff. I didn't get access to all of them just because there was so many. And to be honest, we were pretty outnumbered when it comes to submissions. Like, there was just so many. It's kind of like probably like YouTube's content team. Nice. That's pretty cool.
That's cute.
It's just like, there's just so many submissions. And I know a lot of people were upset that they didn't get picked or whatever. And I think a lot of that's just due to because we had a smaller team. We're just trying to churn through as many as we could. Evil Paradox, thank you for the $25. Just also so you know, we're only going to be streaming probably for another hour and a half. It's going to be a short stream. We are going to do another one of these probably the night that StoryFire is shutting down. So as soon as it's closing, we'll probably do a stream to commemorate then too. But I wanted to get this one out, address any questions, and make sure you guys can get your stuff downloaded. Because some of you guys got a lot of content. I want to make sure you're getting that content now because it might take a bit to download. Did most of the money get burned through during the push, Kyrie? That's a good question. Jesse, you're a beautiful little pumpkin sprout. Remember that. Des Morquin, thank you. Thank you for that. Most of the money did get burned through the marketing push. I'd say we went through probably around $500,000 in like 3 months' time, which is pretty disgusting to think about. A lot of money went to creator deals just to get attention to the platform, bring in users, and the other went to just developers and maintaining the platform. Yeah, it's quite a bit. Yeah. Like what? Could the fire be relit sometime, Carson? Who knows down the road, right? Admittedly, just since I announced shutdown 2 days ago, we've received a lot of interest. Like, people wanting to buy the platform, people wanting to suddenly invest, people wanting to take me and the creators and port them over to another platform. It's been a lot. It's been kind of overwhelming announcing we're shutting down. Ideally, it would have been overwhelming before it, but it's one of those things like you don't appreciate till it's gone. When I say it's going bye-bye, then everyone's like, oh no, I love StoryFire. I never used it, but I loved it. I was there. Do you remember me from the StoryFire AMA? Steve Oso, of course, man. Of course. Suey Cat says, I'd buy your platform. $5 hairs is the going price. Kyrie, so why did you decide to go the route of guiding so much attention instead of continuing the slow growth? I mean, could the insane growth have contributed to the demise financially? Kyrie, the main bit was to just show some explosive hockey stick type growth. So investors are like, holy crap, this is what they can do with just a little bit of marketing spend. And if we gave them a few $1 million, $10 million, whatever, they can do a lot with that money. Unfortunately, it didn't quite pan out that way. We did have a lot of trouble retaining the users. The content dried up, and it just didn't look as appetizing. But yeah, the slow and steady was good. but the slow and steady still wasn't enough to get investor interest. So we were like, yo, let's have a big gasoline explosive summer and carry that through. But, you know, we tried, we swung, and we struck out. Yeah. David Penna, $5. Thank you, man. Wish I could give more. Thank you for Sega Series MV, part of my childhood. 19 now, man. Hope to see another great series from you. That's the kind of stuff that gets me fired up. Ashley said, she's like, why is it that I come into the fold, I see all these great series from Jesse, I start dating him, and he's not doing anything? She's like, I want to be the lead. I want to be the lead in the next big series.
What?
That's what she said. I was like, let me think of what we can do. Do you?
Who? No.
No? Well, get the out then. You better sign up to be the lead. She better sign up to be the lead.
No, you're the lead.
You can have many leads. Uncle Larry was the lead in MVE. You think it was just me leading the whole show? No, we had like 7 leads.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about going public with StoryFire through an over-the-counter market and making like a penny stock? Trading, that is an interesting idea. Yeah, it's an interesting idea. I don't know that process. That sounds pretty cool. StoryFire penny stock. Jedi says, does that mean you're coming back to YouTube? I've been on YouTube, but yeah, it means more full-time. Curry says, I thought SF was a 50-50 split between you and Brian. How much did you actually have? By the end, around a third. A little over a third. But first getting started, I had like a freaking eighth. I had a slice of the pizza. And I've had to basically pay for tens of thousands of pizzas to gain one more slice and then another slice. It makes me not want to eat pizza anymore. FNAF, thank you for the $20, man. I appreciate you guys. I really appreciate the support, y'all.
Oh my god. TikTok followers going up.
Did you get your 10K?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
No, I would have been like,
ow! Nin bro.
110.
What's happened to the McJuggerNuggets StoryFire videos? So I know there's I was able to get onto YouTube starting the pandemic. There's still a handful of like the StoryFire office stuff from 2020 that is unlisted on YouTube that I could make public. I don't know if I will, just because I don't want to affect the channel and the views and the algorithm. Who knows if that works? Diva Lady, why did you have us believe you had 50-50? I think the assumption was when you see somebody parading for a platform or marketing a platform, that you tend to think of that person as the platform. Like, a lot of people didn't even know that, like, Brian was, like, building StoryFire was the other founder.
It was just
because
people just assumed.
Nobody
ever really came right out and asked.
And it's
you
not
didn't
really
feel comfortable just saying.
No, because it's not really
normally.
something you would publicize or like what would be the point in that. But I always treated it like it was my own. It's kind of like when
that just shows that you did.
Exactly. When it's something you're passionate about, yeah, you act like it's yours, and that you wanna treat it like it's your own child, even if it's like if it's not joint custody or whatever, Evil Paradox, $25. Thank you, bro. Sorry for the constant donation. Don't say sorry for you donating, man. Gave me something to look forward to throughout high school and after work last 5 years. Well, thank you for motivating me. I feel like I gotta give you guys regular stuff that's good afterwards. Wolfie Master, can you talk more about the incubator StoryFire went through? Is that why you were stuck with CA funding? Because it would have been cheaper outside of Silicon Valley. So yeah, if you look back in 2017, we worked with a company, Philosophy, back to develop the MVP. To be honest, my knowledge at that time was non-existent. I mean, I was like 23 years old, didn't know much about Silicon Valley or funding or incubating, whatever. So I was pretty naive. I just kind of trusted Brian, and he had a few suggestions that he was aware of, and that's what we went with. In retrospect, obviously, wish we did a lot of things differently. Shut the f up. Is that what?
That's what that's for. You're always putting it up against stuff.
Dang, that just blew my mind.
You could have used that last night.
James, you're exactly right, man. Exactly right. That's called me being a boop. Any questions? There's a lot going on. Some of the stuff that's not related to StoryFire.
What do we eat for lunch?
What do we? Did I eat?
Leftover Chinese.
Oh yeah.
It was only a little bit.
That's why I'm so hungry right now.
Chocolate?
Bro, I donated over 200. Read mine. Should I invest in a personality or my body? Whoa, Steven. Huh? How do you? What is that? You can invest. I don't know how you mean invest.
Can you split it?
Do both, bro.
Yeah.
But I'll answer you in one way. I don't think it doesn't take too much money to invest in a personality. You might, and it doesn't take money to invest in your body. Eat properly, although some healthy foods can be expensive. Yeah. And if you need workout equipment, but you don't need equipment, you can do whatever. You push-ups, sit-ups, whatever. Yeah. Personality, you don't need any money either. Just start talking. Just talk a lot. Live streaming, videos and live streaming, you will develop a personality because you have to talk to yourself forever. Like, if you guys were in my streams when I had 5 viewers, I was talking just like this because you develop the ability to talk to yourself. I also spent many years of my life talking to myself as a crazy person. So it's possible. Are you still financially stable after you put all that money into it? Jenna, thank God, yes. Thank God, it worries me had I been 18 years old and not in the position that I was and just was trusting willingly and was like, yeah, sure, I'm not knowing much, Fortunately, I'm in a position where I could have taken that risk, still okay on the other side, and still have everything, still have everything that I would ever need. Did you really invest $3 million in StoryFire? Yes, more than that. I think I undershot in that video. Will you be re-uploading videos from StoryFire? I have all the vids. They're unlisted on YouTube. I think so. I think I will at some point. But I don't know. I'd rather make new content than re-upload the olds.
This year or
there's some good ones.
This year from where am I at? 2018.
Yeah. Why is Brian silent? Linda, that is a great question. I wish I knew. I really wish I knew. The founder of the platform has gone MIA for the last 2-3 days and is not addressing the community that he helped build or anything. It's unfortunate. Was the previous house you lived in yours or your brother's, and why did you get the house you have now? If you watch on the finance channel, this house was for tax purposes. Also, Ashley and I were pretty tired of living in the house in Jersey. The pandemic made us get sick of it. and
now I kind of miss it, but it's
yeah,
good.
And straight up, my family's got COVID now, and that's what I was afraid of. There was some people in my family that were still going out and getting exposed to people, or maybe just from work or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I'm I feel like it's inevitable that we're gonna get this, and I really didn't want to get it. So I was like, yo.
Mm-hmm. And here you can actually scream.
I can scream. Yeah. I don't have to worry about Jeffrey being like, yo, can you keep it down?
Or watching a movie, you'll be like, turn down.
I know, because the theater was pretty loud.
It was,
and it was
right
under a chair. We'll be back. I'll be back to the Jersey house. Believe it. Believe it. The lake house is better. The lake house is better. For the last week or so, Ashley and I will go down to the lake. We'll walk around and go down for the lake. And, the walk around and the lake's pretty chill. It's pretty chill. I no regrets.
You can't walk around at the other house.
No regrets here. Ember Palpatine says, you aren't scamming us. Our YouTuber said you're scamming your fans by making videos. Is that true? Ember,
what?
Ember is going deep into the recesses. So Psycho Series fan mail, people would send me random crap. They'd send me Game Boy games because my dad would destroy games. I would literally say in the fan mails, I'm like, yo, don't send me stuff. It didn't matter. People would still send me stuff. We ended up donating the games and money to charity, the dollars that people would send to us. But yeah, the things that you were seeing, talking about scamming, those were from hate videos because people didn't like that we were so successful at this crap. The Twitter video is cracking me up. Good. That was ridiculous. Ashley and I are dating again. Yes. Mm-hmm. Somebody had a good question and I missed it. Oh, Melissa, thank you for the $5. Much love. Missed you.
Hello.
Are you done with finance videos since the company failed? Shinpin. The company, to me, even though, yeah, it shut down, yeah, I guess in some ways was a failure. For me, I don't chalk the L's up, baby. I consider it a dub. And if anything, it gives me more content to talk about on the finance channel so that people can learn from any financial mistakes from running the company, takeaways, bill expenses, the whole 9 yards.
Experience.
Yeah, anyone who acts like they know everything or that, you know, they're all so well experienced in this stuff is a liar. And even all the finance gurus, they're making mistakes every day. They just might not be upfront about it. I might not make as many finance videos in the short run because, to be honest, after getting rid of StoryFire and losing kind of the business side of things, I want to get creative again, like straight up. Like I'm kind of over the money and the money this and is this to scaling user, all this crap. I want to get back to creating some shit. Oh no, that was the first curse. It's all right. It was the S-bomb.
And it was you.
Of course. You ain't gonna see this, but love you. Much love, Pixel Plays. I love all you guys. The fact y'all are chilling in here, really appreciate it.
I want to get chocolate covered pretzels.
Mike Dex says, "What do you have planned, bro? You could do a lot. Email me. I know. It's all. Sometimes I get overwhelmed with the options, man. Do we want to do some psycho related stuff? Do I want to do finance vids? Do I want to do some Netflix stuff? Do I want to do an MVE 2? Do I want to do another graphic novel? It's almost like there's too many things that I might want to do, and I'm like, I don't know which one's the better." 3D Loki, why did you not just go the crowdfunding route using all the various creators on since before the trusted? I mean, obviously the last thing you mentioned was the biggest thing and nail in the coffin in a lot of ways. But beyond that, why we didn't go the crowdfunding route is because I didn't want... there's a level of responsibility, you know, taking other, like, fans' money, users' money, other creators' money. Because we definitely could have marketed the crap with the creators and probably did a decent crowdfunded raise. It's just that if I had the capital, I would rather put it out myself than everybody else assume the risk. It just never felt right to me. Like, a lot of YouTubers, they'll have like a GoFundMe or they're, you know, try to do different things. And if it's just to like support my own if I can, I want to try and do it myself. I grew up on your videos and haven't checked on your channel in years. Parker, what's up, bro? Are the creators going to still get blazed because I sort of supported my boy Swift? Unfortunately, because Cash Out never came out, we're unable to fulfill those. I got like a few million blaze. Seth, I don't know, man. I don't know. What kind? Was it milk chocolate?
Yeah.
I might not have one.
Why?
As long as you don't get offended by that. Just because, like, anytime I've been eating chocolate, dude, I have nightmares and I'm miserable.
I'm offended.
Kyrie, yeah. I mean, you could ask specific questions, for sure.
More for me.
Loki, it would if it was for the right reasons. If it was like, hey, yo, but, like, are you recording the stream? Moderator, so YouTube allows you to publish the stream after it's live. Usually I don't, because I'm like, I don't know if it affects video views in the algorithm. So I've always been like leery of publishing a stream, but I do want to publish this one because there's some important stuff, address a lot of questions, you know, telling people how to download their stories and videos. Shimon says, will you get a better editor in the future? Editing in the last few series like MVE wasn't that good. If we were to do...
Oh, great.
Yeah, Shinpin likes to throw shade, but like act like it's genuine questions.
Oh.
Yeah, I was the one editing all of MVE.
That was great.
I mean, obviously, it's not like a freaking Hollywood movie where you have, you know, $100,000 effects. But as far as the musical compositions timed where they're at and the cut footage, it's really freaking good. But as far as, like, will we get, you know, the $100,000, you know, Game of Thrones CGI editor, I just don't see what the point in that would be. The great thing about MVE, or the series that we make, is it's within a budget. And it's something that we can make really quality stuff without having to break the bank. But if we were to do like a Netflix production, yeah, we'd have like, obviously I wouldn't be editing that, or, you know, we'd have like real deal stuff. Some of you guys, some of you guys said the darndest things. Waluigi for Smash, I would get behind that. I support that. That one cookie, I haven't watched in years. What happened to corn? That one cookie. Go into my channel. See if you can find the second cameraman competition. It's in the Devil Inside playlist. Right around the bag of money. You'd be surprised. Corn comes back in a big way on the McJuggerNuggets channel. That's some of my favorite videos in that little era right there. Don't overdo it, babe. Don't overdo it. Remember, you need mental clarity tonight. Mental clarity.
I know.
So don't overdo it, or else you're gonna be like.
No, if anything, this gets me more hype.
For the first 20 minutes, and then it kills. Then you're like.
Nope, never.
No.
Nope.
All right. TozoTube, $10. Hey man, I hope you're able to get some peace of mind now. It's coming. I don't think the peace of mind will be here right away, but I feel with each passing day, my brain feels less weight. Beyond hype for getting creative and sick. Me too. I'm doing the same. We'll reach out to you soon. Love you, man. Much love, man. Yeah, where were you? That was Paradox.
Oh, I guess I was getting.
Paradox is the
man.
man.
Like too busy eating?
Reverse Josh. I feel that. Any advice for the StoryFire creators moving back to YouTube? I would space out your uploads. I mean, it's really cool that you have a lot of uploads now, kind of pre-saved. I would be very careful with demonetization. I know some content might be hard to censor, but I would censor as much as you can. You know, be very safe, so that way you don't, you know, piss off the algorithms and everything. I almost cursed again. And then I would just really focus on maybe changing titles up, keywords, search engine optimization as much as you can. Maybe improve the thumbnails, but yeah, and then put them out over a month period. I don't think you need to publish them all in the same week, the same day, little by little. Within 2 months, maybe you have them all uploaded. I don't know how many you have. But yeah. Yeah. Ollie, how many Bitcoins do you own? At least ballpark. I don't own any. I have no cryptocurrency. I'm holding nothing. The market's a little bit too bubbly for me right now. Did it hurt seeing other YouTubers crap on StoryFire when it first launched? It seems like people wanted it to fail. Bishop, there was a level of that. And a lot of creators I would reach out to, they would either be negatives towards StoryFire. I mean, there's a lot of egos, right? And the fact that I was trying to do this big, ambitious thing, make my own platform, there's a lot of creators that are like, yo, I'm not supporting McJuggerNuggets' attempt at a platform. I'll just build my own. So, you know, it's pretty challenging to navigate that. I think people really thought that, like, I was trying to take advantage of other creators, or like, I don't think they understood. I don't think they know me well enough. For one, my content doesn't really help you get to know the real me. But, you know, there was a lot of creators that still supported us. Ashley kind of bad, though. She is.
What? Bad at what?
Is Yegs in here? Evil Paradox, thank you, bros.
Don't let Yegs be in here.
Paradox.
I'm always sorry.
Another $50, man. I would love to meet you as well. I really appreciate that. I'll be back in Jersey. We're back in Jersey pretty frequently. Fam's there, memories there, all the things.
That's like real home.
I do commend you guys for putting your money where your mouths were and getting as far as y'all did. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty crazy idea and execution. Do you use Robinhood for the stock market? I would recommend Robinhood. It's good. Yeah, can't go wrong. How can you save stories on StoryFire? Haley, go to your settings on your profile on the web. Go down to other options, save stories. And then you'll get links. And then you click into the links and you'll get to download them. And you can export your written stories. I will be posting a tweet that goes over all this tomorrow. So stay tuned for that tweet. I'll be posting that. Or when this video gets archived or the stream, go back and watch it. It's a step-by-step process. So I'm going to outline that in a tweet tomorrow and make sure everyone sees that. Pythian, I love the MV series so much. I watched since you made the episodes, and I watched the whole series 3 more times. Can you make some new series this year on YouTube? Pythian, I would love to make some stuff. This might be a year of like writing. and whatnot, just because COVID's still making its way downtown. It's making its way through my whole family right now still. I feel like I said that 3 weeks ago, and it's still. I feel like I said it 2 months ago. It's still making its way. New family members.
Recover, somebody else gets it.
Yep. So it's gonna be hard to get actors and film with lots of people, but I might be writing some stuff, and we're getting into some stuff for sure. I can't have a whole year and I get to the end of the year montage and then I'm like, there's nothing.
I have nothing.
I would be so miserable. I'd be like, what did I do? It's already the end of January, so I gotta get moving. Kyrie, so wait, how did you find out so late about the taking money unless you found out early on? It was 6 months ago. Yeah, it was a bit. Yikes. Hey, so sorry the fire is ending. It built up such a great community, and hopefully it's giving you a ton of respect from other creators. I didn't have the balls to do this myself. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It did. I met a lot of creators through the process. And the cool thing is, it ending, now creators that didn't know me now. They're like, oh, yeah, that's the guy that tried to take on YouTube. And I think there's a mutual respect that's given for somebody who tried, right? And if anybody ever attempts to do a YouTube alternative or some video platform, they will probably look to me or Brian or whoever, Keemstar Michael, and be like, hey, can we talk to you about that? And they'll ask a lot of questions. They'll maybe want us to be a part of this platform as an advisor. So the cool thing is, like, we did it. We did it. We took it as far as we could take it. Mm-hmm. And, it's something to be proud of. And the community that we built, we definitely left an impact, a very big impact. Every creator knows about StoryFire and what we've all built together here. Kyrie, yes, definitely. We want to see more MVE. Okay. All right. I like that. What was the reason for limited uploading permissions on StoryFire? I saw that a lot. A lot of people were like, yo, if you just would have made it everyone allowed to upload, it would have been successful. The problem with that was, and I've talked about this before, for one, it costs so much money to host all that video. Like, so much money. We would have been out of business 2 years ago if we let everyone post. Not only that, but people upload whatever the heck they want. Billions of hours of porn get uploaded to YouTube, but you just never see it because they have so many team members to be able to take it down. So we didn't want ISIS videos getting uploaded, copyrighted videos getting uploaded. So that's why. So we control the costs of it, and then we also control it for censorship purposes. So that way, porn's not getting uploaded to the platform or somebody getting their head chopped off. And number 3, we wanted it to feel more premium. We wanted people to get happy when their series got greenlit. Anyone could go onto YouTube and post a video. We wanted to have something that was like the middle ground between YouTube and Netflix and keep building that out. You think StoryFire was the biggest competition to YouTube? No. Because what's curious is, like, the biggest competition to YouTube, you could argue, is Netflix, TikTok, Twitch. There's a lot of different angles to it. Have you heard of Odyssey? Yes. Chrono Network, why did I not get chosen? Am I not good enough? It might have honestly just been we got so many submissions that we didn't get to see yours. I would not take any of it personally. What are your plans after StoryFire is done? Daniel, so StoryFire shuts down February 1st. Gives us like 5 days. And I'm definitely going to be chilling for a hot minute and being like, ugh. But
someone just mentioned too that they just bought StoryFire merch. I think if you want to change that,
JB Fire, you can hit up my mom in the Etsy messages
if you don't want it. Yeah,
I'm keeping all my StoryFire merch. Gonna rock it. If anything, there's a level of not just notoriety to it. Like, it's pretty cool to be like, yo, I was here when this was going down. Mm-hmm. But it might honestly be like a collector's item.
Yeah, most people reached out and said that they still would like it. So if you don't, then be sure to.
Because you always gotta be ready for that kind of thing. Because you imagine, like, you had Jeff Bezos's like first attempt at an app, and you were one of the people that got a piece of merch. Or imagine I blow up, I become some like Quentin Tarantino like director. 30 years from now, I'm like a billionaire, massive, and then you're rocking a StoryFire hoodie that was made when the dude was like in his 20s. And didn't work, and you have it. The thing could be worth freaking thousands of dollars, If you got your StoryFire merch, I would hold on to it as a memory. But you can return it. We don't really care. Yeah, it's limited edition, baby. My one creator shirt, it's like fading, and I'm sad.
Yeah, because
I'm like
the merch that your mom has, there's
it's limited,
no more
dude. It's
after
limited.
that.
That's it.
It is what it is, and there's not a lot. That's the thing.
Yeah.
There's not a lot, so if you want it, you have to get it now before they're gone.
Yeah, Juggy Man, we talked to Mr. Beast. He was not interested in buying StoryFire. He's got enough projects on his hands. He's getting spread pretty thin. He's like, yo, I can't take on one more thing. But we had that conversation. Trust me, you name it, we believed it. Elon Musk, we left him a voicemail. We never heard back. You know?
God.
How much you make off merch? We don't. I haven't seen a dollar from that in
I think it just breaks even.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
It pay as long as it pays for itself, then, cool. Can you tell us what happened to Parker? Pig E. I asked Parker to write stories on StoryFire. He had 10 days off. I was like, yo, write 10 stories over these 10 days. He did nothing. So I came back. I was like, bro, you literally even didn't do your job. And he was like, smoking pot at VidCon. I was like, bro, what are you doing? So I was like, you're fired, dude. And he was like, all right, man. And we wrote him off. That was it. Melissa, thank you for the $10. What happened to the treasure chest? Whoa. Too soon, Melissa. Too soon. Yakes, we talked with Gary. We talked with Gary V. I was really excited for that meeting. That was a long series of events. I had donated $30,000 to his charity in May last year just to have one talk with him. It took a few months to get a conversation. Then I got put on hold. Took a few more months to get a conversation. Then I got him for 1 minute in December. I got him for 1 minute, and I shot my load. I was like, yo, bro, can we talk to you and pitch you on StoryFire? He's like, yeah, let's set it up. So 8 months, $30,000 later, Brian and I had a meeting with Gary as of beginning of January. Yeah, he crapped all over StoryFire, said it's not possible, and was not interested, and then kind of jumped off the call. So it was we call that anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I had high hopes too. I was like, if anyone's gonna get this, it's Gary. No, he was very negative. I mean, he had been a part of a YouTube alternative called Vidler way back in the day. He was an investor, and then it never really manifested anything for us, except for maybe jaded hurt. Totally selfish question, but what did you think of my little dialogues? Loki, I enjoyed it. If you watch the, I think it's like maybe 5 minutes into the stream, once I archive it, I went on a whole tangent about, is this a narrative or not? And you might appreciate it. Matt Glumac, the autistic golfer. Hey, Jesse, tell your dad that if he comes down to California for VidCon again, he's more than welcome to join me for a free round of golf. He would love,
sounds so cool.
He would love nothing more than that. He enjoys a good round of golf.
Aww.
What happened to Corn? Corn's good, man. I was just talking to him earlier today. He is, do you see this dog back here? Why is she like stretching out like that?
Yeah.
Did you ever pitch it to YouTube itself? No, Dark Order. YouTube, I haven't spoken with YouTube since Iceland when they banned me from partner support. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. Nice, sweet.
Bishop says the suspenseful endings on YouTube that drove people to StoryFire was a legendary marketing technique that other companies should take note of. Thank you, Bishop. I 100% agree. And it's something that we wanted to do for our marketing push in the summer. However, we learned that creators and deadlines don't really work. And creators and branded videos, they just want to do whatever they want. And they're so used to just doing talking points that like we wanted them to do a part 1, part 2. Only like 1 or 2 did it effectively and had that kind of content to be able to do it. So it ended up not working out. But I agree, dude. That was the highest conversion rate we've ever seen with the cliffhangers, kind of like you'd see on a show or, cliffhangers on a show, man. But like promoting your own platform.
Someone asked, what is your favorite memory in StoryFire?
Favorite memory in StoryFire? I'll answer that in a question. Jazz, how much you made off StoryFire? Obviously, you lost money, but how much? So I put in a few $1,000,000, and the platform itself made maybe anywhere from 70 to 100 grand over the 3 years. So that is not good. Holy Bernardo, tell me about
God.
Boogie Pranks. Thank you so much, $100. Boogie's a
Dang.
prankster, man. He knows some tricks, man. Let me know. I don't know if you want anything specific, but Melissa, thank you for $10. Thank you. Appreciate the love for the house.
Thanks.
Favorite memory with StoryFire. Yo, if Keem get 100K, are you still gonna give him an award? Kalo, I'm calling his bluff that he doesn't hit that amount, but if he does, we'll entertain it. I do have some awards sitting around. Favorite memory with StoryFire. Let me think for a minute. Us conjuring up the whole meetup at VidCon was pretty funny. Even though half those people were like, "What's StoryFire?" But I was like, "Come on, come on, guys! StoryFire is the greatest." And they're like, "StoryFire," and then afterwards, like, "What did we just?"
I thought it was cool when Brian actually came out here,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got to see the behind the scenes of what actually goes on, and there were calls and computer stuff, and I was like, "This is so cool."
There was I would say
it was really cool to be around and see that.
Yeah, I would say the excitement of probably the app first going live, on the App Store, or if first hitting trending.
Yeah.
Those were really cool. The marketing push was super exciting. All the
Marketing
posters,
push was cool.
all the creator posters was really cool. The social feed, when the social feed first came out, I was pumped.
That's when I signed up.
Yeah.
'Cause that's when we were talking. But yeah, that was.
I don't know how to say your name, but hello, Jesse is watching well in Korea. I'm always rooting for you. It is also famous in Korea. Is StoryFire or McJuggerNuggets? Or both? 5,000,
so
that's
cool.
Korean won. See, I know my stuff.
That's so cool.
What's your name in English? Yeah. That's crazy that it comes up. I don't know how.
How to
I didn't even know you had access to YouTube in Korea to this extent. I don't know. I've never been. I'm ignorant. I've never been to Asia.
Wish there was a translator, because that's all in English.
Yeah, I've never been to Asia, so I don't know. I really would love to go when all this pandemic stuff's over. I'll go alone because Ashley doesn't want to go.
We gotta take some stops along the way. I can't do it all.
Oh, okay. That's progress.
I mean, it's gonna be dragged out, but you'll get there. But I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
That's a lot.
That's good. Somebody had a good question. Question about MV. If Isaac's story is entirely fabricated in Eve, then how is he able to transfer it into the real universe? Does the entire universe take place in Eve, or is the idea to show your idea? Huh? Dude, you confused me. You're talking about my own stuff.
What?
What was the one question? Somebody had something good. Nah, I can't find it anymore. The Office series is so underrated. You guys were really onto something there. I 100% agree. I was super excited. Once again, really, really good marketing tactic to integrate the platform into the show itself. I mean, that's great marketing for anything. Just integrate it into content effectively. Are me and Lance going to get married? Ideally, yes. How did you afford your new house? Asked Ashley. Making money off YouTube, brand deals, projects, and things, and then investing that money, and then making profit off the investments, and then using those investments to buy more investments, and then using those investments to buy more investments, and then it's just, that's the game. That's part of the game. Will you use your gaming channel ever again? Knuckles, I'll tell you what. When Back 4 Blood comes out, that's one thing I know is in my future. And I get real pumped when
He does.
Back 4 Blood and Halo Infinite. It's game over when those things come out. We got summer and fall. I'm done. I'm streaming. I'm gaming. I'm going to be obsessed.
Guys, I'm 100 away.
You're 100. You got this. Yags.
Got this.
Yags is still recovering from the Twitter timeline yesterday. I don't know what came over me. I don't know what happened. I'm over it now.
Dude.
Cheetos are still obviously not a chip.
I'm still waiting for an apology.
We won.
You were bugging out.
Nah, you. We won. We won.
What do you mean we won?
We won.
No! I'm still waiting for an apology.
Michael has not responded unless he did right now.
I had to clean up all that mess.
Yeah, that's the...
Oh! Don't let me bring up the dishes.
Kyrie, it's ongoing. I can't say anything. Could Jeffrey afford to keep Story? No. Would you dump Ashley for Cortana? Cortana's not real. If she was, we'd have a debate. Nah, she wouldn't fly. Like, it wouldn't work out. Cortana's probably, if it was a real person, is taller than me. She seemed pretty tall. Because Master Chief...
I feel like she'd be more uptight, because she's just...
Yeah, she...
Yeah, I was going to say
Master
Chief,
Master Chief is, like, 6 foot something. And Cortana was, like, right up to his head.
Wasn't she also, like, levitating?
Yeah, well, she can also resize herself, I'd imagine. So that...
No.
There's a lot of possibilities with that. If you can resize yourself in all the different ways.
Hi, son.
Jeff Saxon's in here. Hello, my
He said
ginger child.
Hi, mother and father.
Loki says, if you did more MVE, do you think it would be a prequel, future, or a retelling of MVE focusing on a different group of players we never saw?
Yeah.
That's too big of a question. I don't think.
Yeah, that's a loaded question.
I talk a lot, like I say a lot of things on stream.
I don't even think you know.
But when it comes to creative conversations like that, I cannot share that information. That's where I
spoil it.
That's where I draw the line, Loki. But if I was hypothetically, that's a hard. I think all of them would be juicy. A prequel, future, or retelling. I like all of it. All the above.
So has anything to do with the story itself?
The reverse, Josh. Any plans for a final video from you on StoryFire before the shutdown? Probably not. And I hate to say it in some aspects, but it just seems pretty futile. Just because it goes out and then it's gone instantly. If I was to do that, I'd put like a video of me naked, like doing some crazy stuff. No. Like sliding across the frozen lake naked, and I'll upload it to StoryFire, during the final hours, just so like if you were there to see that,
oh my God.
If you got to catch that, that's like Haley's Comet.
Bare butt.
I mean,
white butt.
I mean,
the ice.
The absolute backfire would be obviously somebody's gonna screen record it while it's up there, and then it ends
the
up
whitest butt you'll ever see.
It ends up everywhere, but
You tried to step on it yesterday, and it was not.
Yeah, guys, that ice is not ready.
It's only like a quarter-inch.
It's not ready.
Quarter-inch thick.
Meteor, you're always welcome to send me an email, man. I would wait. There's a lot going on for me right now. With just the StoryFire process and mental reframing, but you're always welcome to send me an email and be like, yo, Jess, can you like read some lines for me? Especially if it's just audio, that's easy. I'd be like, hello there, I'm appearing in Meteor Muffin series, I'm Jimmy.
Oh
and then I could send that to you, and it's pretty, no skin off my butt, it only helps you out. John Beard says, still hodling, Jesse? No, I sold. I'm chilling right now. I don't like where it's at right now. It's sketching me out. The whole entire market's sketching me out. I'm on the side. I don't feel safe with it. I have some indicators that I keep secret. Maybe I'll do a finance video on it, but like my indicators are showing that the hype is fading for now. Just for right now. And that we're gonna keep seeing some choppiness. And I'm like, I'd rather just relax on the sidelines. How much you guys spend on the StoryFire logo? Just the logo? I don't think it's too much. Grand, maybe a few grand, if that. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Not too much compared to what you're paying for other things. That's what he meant.
Yeah, don't say.
Not that much, few grand.
Is there a way we can download the StoryFire relay and the Conslapulations video from StoryFire?
Yeah, those are good videos. You should save those. I don't know.
I don't know if you guys can. Brian has them. Yeah, you could ask Brian. Ask Brian if he could send you the raw files. Yeah.
And I think, they were on like Twitter's or now just the
clip. Yeah. Yeah, you could ask Brian. Kyrie, how are your CPMs looking since things seem pretty clean cut, and are your finance channel CPMs still 33% higher than the MJN channel? Haven't checked the finance channel for a bit. I lost monetization on there for a couple weeks just because like I didn't fill out this PIN code that you got some random AdSense crap. I haven't really checked into it too much. For YouTube for the main channel, it's definitely better than it ever was. I haven't really posted much, and we're in January, so it's all gone down. But in December, November, it was pretty good. Yeah. Have I ever played Minecraft? Come on now.
Gave me anxiety.
Yeah. What are your family's thoughts about StoryFire shutting down? I actually don't know. They got COVID right now, pretty bad. I might do a video.
I know, but
No, I don't know if they do. I should probably film a video talking to them. I'm sure they've seen. I'm sure they watched the video. They got COVID like bad right now. So like, I should probably talk to them though. I might film a video. That might be the next video back. Is me talking to them.
I thought they knew. That's pretty much.
They probably. I don't freaking know, dude. They got COVID so bad. I'm afraid me texting them, I'm gonna get it.
Relax.
You don't know. You don't understand how this travels.
I know it don't travel like that.
Are you a scientist? Are you a doctor?
You're not.
No, I'm not pretending to be. That's why I'm being careful. Did you catch my super chat? I went offline by accident. Tozo, I don't think I did. Oh, Bernardo, $100, Bernardo. You're a legend.
What the?
Tell me about Boogie tonight. When you were in his attic, were you scared about that? Yes. Look.
Attics are just creepy anyway.
Boogie, 40-some years old, big dude. He's got a very, very rich history, and I don't mean riches in money. I mean like dark stuff. Like he's been through a lot.
It was very uncomfortable to watch.
Because it's real. Because I was like, oh my God, you don't know what this man's capable of. You know, he could have mutilated me in a number of different ways. And the Francis character, is it a character though? You know, I don't know. You ever get tired of having to promote StoryFire? Crazy Cooper. Oh yeah, it was definitely a lot. That's why I'm like, there's a huge part of me that's excited for it to be done. So instead of promoting StoryFire, I can promote my own brand, which StoryFire was, but it wasn't fully mine. I'd rather promote my own channel, my own socials, right? One of you, you know. Tyson, do you plan on doing a new series? Yes, $5. Thank you, man. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that at some point. Do I play electric guitar? No, but I can say, oh my God, but I play. I've waited to say this. You know, somebody asked if I play any instruments. Yeah, I
haven't a long time.
I play piano, actually. Yeah. I'm waiting for that. Carson, $5. Do a Zoom with Larry live, getting his reaction to StoryFire closing. If you use my idea, I must have a cut of the AdSense. Wow, I like the big balls on you to ask for money from me. I like that. Bradley, $2. How can I make $10K at 16-year-olds to get your pilot's license? FNAF, thank you for the $20, man. I really appreciate that. How can you make $10K? Do you have money now? Do you have money you can invest right now? Like, how much money do you have now? And $10K, that's quite a bit. You might have to get a job. You're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to do some work. I would find, I don't. Who's hiring right now?
Fast food places.
Fast food.
Yeah,
Just start grinding. Just start grinding. You gotta find a job and grind and get that money, man.
I don't even know. I think that's all you can do at the age of 16. It's like very limited things.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I waited as long as I could.
Oh yeah, I tried too. My dad was like, "What are you doing, Jess?"
I was 18.
Effective said, "Why don't you go public with StoryFire?" I don't think it's that easy. Low-key. I mean, we should have went public with StoryFire and then posted the Wall Street bets and been like, "Yo, hook us up," and then they pumped the price. We got our money. 3 Loki says, "Now that you've been through an app startup, what are the chances of you doing one on your own in the future? Or was this experience a deal breaker for you down the road?" Loki, I'm not opposed to promoting a platform or an app or something that I believed in, that I had a piece of. As far as financing one, no. As far as a YouTube video, alternative social media type, no. Would I love to make a game? Yes. A game that's on your phone? Sure. But yeah, I'm pretty put off. I can get very smart with business. It's a washer. I can get very smart with business. I enjoy it. I like I can enjoy analytics and numbers and stuff, but at my heart, I'm a creative, and I like there to be some emotional substance to the thing. So, I tried to pour some emotion into StoryFire and the narrative behind the platform, which I think showed through. I think I had a very strong brand, but outside of that, business, no. I'd rather create some really cool-ish that emotionally resonates with people. What do you think about the GameStop stock short push? Craziness, man. I don't blame the shorters because GameStop should be out of business by now.
Yeah.
No, I don't know who shops there, to be honest. Are you seeing this? Everyday Mama says, Ashley, you are so naturally beautiful. Is the chicken and egg problem what killed StoryFire? Despawn, elaborate. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. Oh, I think I kind of get what you're saying. Maybe a bit, yeah. I think, if we're understanding each other correctly. Guys, we're probably only going to stream for maybe another 15, 20 minutes. So if you have any pressing StoryFire questions, you can ask anything, whatever. We're open books here, but I want to keep this one about StoryFire, and then we're going to do one more stream probably in 4 or 5 days as the platform shuts down. That one's going to be a bit more dang, this is happening. Because guys, I check the StoryFire app every day, and it's become a habit and a huge part of our lives. So to go in there and it's just not there. You click it and it's just...
Nothing.
This is nothing. It's going to be very, very weird.
It is.
Could you imagine, though, that happened with Twitter or something? I feel that with StoryFire, but just to articulate to some of you guys that maybe weren't checking StoryFire. But imagine you clicked the Twitter app and it was that was it. Hard to imagine.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Rober, greetings, Jesse. Follow you since 2014. Thank you, man. I don't know what is that currency. MX. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Peter, thank you for $5. Meet me in Olney. Where is that? Is that OnlyFans? What is that? Meet you on that? What are you doing on that website? Snowdo, how is your family still at COVID? Yeah, it's been that long. It's just been bad, dude. Some people, it lasts weeks. Some people, I've talked to some fans actually that had it for 3 months.
Yeah, I know someone that's on a whole month.
A whole month, yeah.
Crazy.
But it's cycled through different family members. Now the whole other side of the family has it, Text Facts, Nightman, appreciate your services for StoryFire, man. It does not go unnoticed. Stay lit. Despawns. It's essentially the problem being viewers need good... Oh, the catch-22. Being that viewers need good, exclusive content to be incentivized to join, and creators need lots of viewers already on the platform to be incentivized with exposure potential. 100% Despawn. That's the game. And you can try and cheat or jigger it a little bit, giving creators equity, paying creators outright to bring their users, having exclusive features that other platforms don't have, like with Blaze, but it's tough. Crazy Cooper, thank you for $2. It's like the absolute worst stuff happens to you. No, it's all good, brother.
Could be worse.
Irfan says, could the Eve-related topic you mentioned earlier lead to a spin-off series for particular character MVE? Yes. Anything's possible.
Jenny.
Maryland. Peter, that's not too far from me, dude. Let's get sushi. Yeah, I still want sushi. I had sushi last night, but I'd eat it again. Juliet looks weird. Yeah. Jesus. Evil Paradox, thank you for the $10, man. Stay rigid, man. Have a good one, bro. They always think of something new to say about it. Dylan Herbert, thank you for the 17 New Zealand bucks. What's up, Jesse? Not too much, man. Are Cheetos a chip? Don't rile me up like that. I could kill some Cheetos. Can you talk a little bit about your process for raising funding in the early stages? Was it easy? Despawn, we actually, because I was willing to put so much capital up every step of the way, we never sought outside financing. It was just all on me. And then when it eventually came time, Jesse went to go fill up his drink and get a snack because I need to eat something real quick. But I'll finish that.
I've been waiting for this sneeze to hit.
Yeah? Tell them about StoryFire, man.
Tell them about StoryFire. It's shutting down. I don't know what else to say about it. It's gonna be a mess. I just ran over my blanket with the chair. Whew. The sneeze is not coming. I was hoping, since looking at the light, it would help. Do you still eat Taco Bell? Haven't had it in a bit. It's been like a month, I think? Since Taco Bell? Everything's so delayed. Oh my. Cheetos is a snack. It actually says it right on the bag. Mark the van, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, oh, oh. What's your favorite sushi roll? Probably just the California roll. I'm like still new to it. I haven't tried everything. I don't know if I'm willing to try everything. I'm not that into it. No, Swift. What kind of dog is Jenny? Jenny is a Cavachon, the same as Mason. I have Jen. Of course. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, I just tried some. They're actually really good.
What'd you try?
My chocolate covered pretzels.
Oh.
I feel like I need to do like a better chocolate next time.
What chocolate do you
did
use?
Toll House.
Oh, okay.
But maybe if like it was a richer chocolate.
Yeah.
But still good.
Scoochie, Scoochie.
Oh, now you want to get rid of me?
Hey, you're not getting ready. You're right
Kinda
next to
what?
me. Yeah, they're probably crushed. So yeah, my dude was asking about the financing process. So Brian actually had a bunch of connects because he grew up in Silicon Valley, kind of San Fran. You know, he's got a lot of buddies that he went to school with. They're kind of in this world, and then our lawyers as well at Cooley. You know, basically anyone you can, LinkedIn, you name it. Basically just reaching out to as many humans as possible in the investment realm. And then we just start taking meetings. We start pitching people StoryFire. And we're like, yo, we're looking to raise this much money. There's the product. Get meeting after meeting. And yeah, that was it. That's what we've done in the last 6 months. Tyson says, after seeing your StoryFire shutdown video, how did you manage to still have enough funds to sustain StoryFire and buy a house? Tyson, I said this before, making a lot of money off YouTube, ad revenue, merch, brand deals, graphic novel, doc, like all kinds of different things. And then taking that money, investing it properly over the last 3, 4, 5 years. Living below my means. That's why I bought a very modest house in Jersey. Took out a mortgage. You know, I only splurged and bought a Tesla. Even that, you know, I made sure I got a loan for that. And then from there, this was my big splurge actually, was this house. And most of the money I just put into StoryFire and reinvested it. But this house also is an investment. So basically just taking all the money I earn, keep investing it, earn more money, invest that, keep gaining money, reinvest it, and then and keep it going. Yeah, Genesis, thank you for the $20. Sega series graphic novel anime adaptation. Like what you're saying. I like it. Yeah, more graphic novel stuff. I think now I might have time to do more graphic novel stuff because StoryFire will be gone. Irony's content. How's that $1 million mansion, Jesse? It's great. I still love the bathroom. Every time I walk into that bathroom.
Is this even considered a mansion? It's not.
Nah, I feel like a mansion needs to be a certain square footage. I wouldn't need. Well,
This isn't, because they don't realize like the basement's only half the house. Not even half. I think it's smaller than half the house.
Yeah, I don't know what it
It's not that big of a house. It's just there's like two of them.
There's
like,
two houses,
they're
the whole
separate,
other
though,
house,
but
yeah.
It's not that big of a house.
Yeah.
You know? Bigger than most, but I wouldn't call it a mansion.
Yeah, I don't know what the qualifier is for.
I don't know.
Ashley does look beautiful, James.
Thanks.
Thank you for setting me up for the alley-oop.
Yeah.
How close did you get with someone for investing? That's a hard call. I don't know. We got pretty far with a few different ones. And when I say far, I'm only basing that off the fact that we had maybe 3 or 4 follow-up meetings. But We just never could get the bite. We never could seal the deal. It's kind of like the fish that just nibbles at the hook, the bait. It's just pull it a little bit. Nah, it's not on there. It's not. The fish never hooked. The fish never fully latched on. And then here we are now. We could have kept it going, kept trying. We started getting down to the end of our list. We've been at the end of our investor list. Our network and our numbers have dwindled. And then we just ran out of money. I was like, yo, I'm like literally just losing money month hand over fist for nothing. I was like, either we make another solid go at this over this next year, or we're gonna have to shut it down.
It's very sweet of you.
Favorite series you created, not including MVE? I gotta go with MVE and Psycho Series. Piggy, that is not accurate.
Tried your best. It's all you can do.
Cindy Sean. So StoryFire has been pretty much frozen in time for the last 6 months. In what's known as like maintenance mode. But just to keep it in maintenance mode costs $10,000 to $15,000 a month. Coming out of my bank account makes no sense anymore. So we had to shut it down. If we're going to keep it in its current state right now, which I think is what people would want, like I said, it's going to cost me $10,000 to $15,000. Investors really care where you're putting money. Was most of it salary? Huge? No, I never wanted a salary. I really don't care about that. And we never even got to that point of the conversation. They did ask use of funds, but it was mainly for development of new features. We tell them about the new features we had planned, content, getting creators to do some long-running series and stuff, and some new hires. But it didn't matter. We never got to that full point where they're like wanted to go deep with us. Somebody had a crazy theory that I'm like, who knows, right? I don't want it to borderline conspiracy. But people were like, I mean, these are like high-level investors, VCs. Who's to say that they're not tied up with Google, you know, Jack Dorsey and Twitter? They're not able to invest in a competitor or anything that has similar features. They have vested interest. There's a lot of politics. Who knows? Maybe it just couldn't play out. Kind of like a lot of the award show, too. There's so much politics involved that it's like, what was really going on here? Who knows? And they didn't even have to be associated. It's just like, you don't want to piss off the big guys because maybe you want to work on a project of theirs, or maybe you want to invest in one of their sister companies or something, you know? So, hard to say. Good luck, Supreme. 10 Ohio State. Go Buckeyes. Meteorology. That's sick, man.
That's cool. That's really cool. Hi, Omen.
Will the StoryFire Discord stay up? I'm not sure. I know Brian was more in the Discord side of things. You'd have to ask him. David says a similar company just got bought for $250 million. That's insane.
Dang.
That's what was mind-blowing about StoryFire not even able to raise $1 to $3 million or anything. Because we've seen some really stupid companies that really have nothing going for it raise tens of millions of dollars. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
It sucks because, like, it still could, but, you know.
I thought I saw...
just didn't work out.
I thought I saw, like, even Clubhouse was just more recent. That's like $1 billion valuation or something crazy. I could be wrong. But I'm like, you literally jump in and it's like a glorified chat room. Everyone's just like shooting their load over it. There's a lot of politics involved, a lot of big players involved in this. But I'm like, it's not like revolutionary. But like, who's to say this thing's worth $1 billion? Like, the hype is like, I don't get it. I used it. It's cool. I'm sure the people who created it are good people. I'm just like, why is this worth so much? Sometimes it's just like a dog pile with these VCs. They're like, oh, so-and-so's going in? Oh, I'm going in. I'm going in. They don't even like... I don't even know. What's the best stock in for tomorrow? Look, that's like such a quick time frame. As far as one stock that I do like right now, and a company that I've used and believe in, which is how I'm trying to base my investments, is Airbnb. I love Airbnb, like a lot. And it just went public, right? Ashley's vibing with it. See, when Ashley's eyes light up and that's over a company, Airbnb is so seamless when it comes to like vacationing and taking trips. I always love the experience.
I'd rather like do that over
a hotel.
Hotels because a lot of times it's cheaper to even do it that way.
Yeah.
Than to book a hotel or whatever.
Yeah. No, don't invest in GameStop. No, don't do that.
God.
I like Airbnb because as the pandemic gets better, even if it doesn't, I would still feel safe driving out to an Airbnb somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Of course.
I know in the long run, Airbnb is gonna do some magical things. I love it. Is your creative spark back, David? I'm getting better. It's getting there. Just need some more simmer time. The lake has been helping. Guys, we're about to get off very shortly, probably in the next 5 minutes. Some final questions. Wolfie says, yeah, I swear Airbnb, it's all I use all year as I travel around. Exactly. I'm trying to get to that point where if there's a company that I actually use their product a lot, I'm a big fan, then I'm going to invest in them.
It's just like a better traveling experience, too.
100%.
And, you know, like, traveling for a lot of people can be so frustrating and, you know, a lot of anxiety, but, like,
yeah,
it's such a better experience.
Morgan, is Tesla a good company to invest in? Look, I love my Tesla. It obviously shot up tremendously the last year. Is it overvalued right now given where they're at? That's a hard call. I know Tesla's going to continue to get better, and if they do get to that point, I'm sure they will, where the car is fully autonomous. You can just sit back, you know, eat your Cheetos, whatever, and not worry. You know, that's going to be super valuable, you know, when the cars are driving themselves. So I would still invest in Tesla if you're going to hold it for like a couple years, for sure. In the short run, I don't know, it could go down a lot. Wow, my dog loves me. Guys, she really loves me. Hi. You just want to lick the cheese.
Probably.
What are you doing? Don't fall. Come here.
She got crazy hair going on.
Ochi. Whoa.
Groom me soon.
Man, she holding me down. She pinning me down. Come on. Yo. Guys, we'll take some last. I mean, am I hyped for Left 4 Dead 3 or Back 4 Blood? Heck yes. What's going to happen in the StoryFire merch Etsy store? It's still for sale. I would recommend getting some as a collector's item. Yeah. And then...
It's not printing anymore, I don't think so.
Yep, but we're not getting anything new. So what we have is the last of it. Get it while it's hot. Yeah. If you create a new StoryFire, what would you call it? I wouldn't. And I know Ashley's upset because if StoryFire was going to go for another year, we were going to get a new fish. Called Blue Blaze. Would I invest in SpaceX or another space? I would invest in SpaceX for sure. No.
I want a Blue Blaze.
Izunia, thank you for the $5. Yes. Did you ever get to meet Steven and his family from Greatest Freakout Ever? No, unfortunately. He's pretty MIA, man. I think he lives in the Midwest somewhere, and he's not active on social media. Yigs, any future Twitch streams? Yes. Once StoryFire is completely out of the woods, we will be back to streaming to some degree. I haven't wanted to stream in the last couple weeks just because, like, when people ask me about StoryFire, I would want to tell them the truth, but I didn't think it wasn't ready to say yet. You know, I didn't want to lie and be like, it was like, what's going on with StoryFire? I'm like, it's good. It's good. I would have wanted to be like, yo, we're shutting it down. But now that that's out there, I can stream, but I still want to wait. I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of questions. We're going to do one more stream, probably on YouTube, probably on Monday next week to commemorate the end of StoryFire, and then we'll get to some schedule. We'll be on Twitch and YouTube and all of them. Did y'all finish Crash 4? We did. We grinded through that thing.
We did on, like, New Year's Day, I think it was. We finished it. We leftover Chinese.
Leftover Chinese. I was like, Ashley, we gotta beat Crash. Like, I don't care that we just woke up. We're going downstairs and we're beating Crash.
It took a while, but
it was good because it reminded me of like back in the day when you're a kid. You're like, you wake up, we can go beat Crash Bandicoot. Like it's the only thing that mattered. And that Chinese food, oof.
And then we got Taco Bell after.
Did we?
That was, yeah. We went out and got Taco Bell, and that was the last Taco Bell.
We ate Chinese food and Taco Bell. We started with
I ate so much Taco Bell that night that I am put off of Taco Bell, I think, for a while.
You still haven't had a hankering?
No.
How about the
if
Chinese
anything,
food?
it makes me nauseous just thinking about
How about
Taco
that General
Bell.
Tso's chicken?
Nope.
No?
No, I want it.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not put off by that. It's just
Okay.
Taco Bell.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm open to
I just
both.
went, like, so hard that night on it. I'm like, it makes me
Yeah, because we got a
nauseous,
party
like,
pack, and we went in.
I can't now. I can't think about it.
Yeah, I've been a pretty good boy. I've been good the last few weeks. I completely denied her chocolate pretzels. That's when you know Jesse's starting to own his. How's sleep schedule been lately? Bree, thanks for asking. Dang, the personals. I like the personals. Not terrible. We've been going to bed earlier.
The past couple days.
Actually going to bed. Not falling asleep, but going to bed earlier.
But at least going to bed. It's a step.
Which is progress. Get it blue beta for RiDGiD STUDiOS? Oh. Diva Lady, that might be able to be arranged. We lost our Chinese food place due to the Rona. I've not had Chinese food for months. Loki, that's tragic, man. If this place shut down, that's something.
All right, we gotta move.
That's something I would invest in. I would literally go to them and be like, I want the company. So we can keep.
It's just too good.
What inspired you to make Sega Series MVE? Sega Series was my life, and MVE was you guys. Was Leafy is here for Isaac, but more so you guys. The whole concept of the story, yeah. The whole concept was about you guys. I was like, what does my audience deal with the most? And I was like, depression, anxiety. They want an escape. They like video games. I was like, yo, that's something. What's the next iteration of video games? VR. Ooh. Have you ever met a YouTuber who was a total douche? Yes, of course. That's common. Kyrie, the knee aches from time to time, but it's pretty good. Like, I just ran like 2.5 miles today. No problem. Still, it won't ever feel like completely normal, but it's totally tolerable and everything. I think give me 4 more months, I'll be pretty much golden. Yeah. There'll always be a little tendency, but that's with anything, you know. It'll never go back to 100%. It'll be like, I can get it back to probably like 92. 92%. How far do you think StoryFire would have gone if video was never implemented and remained solely a writing dedicated platform? Shane, that's a good question. So when we were strictly writing, there was this platform called Hooked. Maybe you've heard of it. It was called Hooked. There's a few other ones like Yarn, a couple others, whatever. Hooked was like the big bad B word on the market. Hooked was always top of the trending, all that. They started spending like 50 grand a month in marketing, just like crazy stuff. And we'd always be like, how are they doing this? Hooked is killing it, whatever. Anyway, long story short, they're still in the business, and I don't know. It's hard to say. They had a few different things going that StoryFire didn't. Could we have built more written features? Will Hook shut down at some point? Will these other writing apps? It's hard to say. How are they making money? You know, are they doing? Are they selling premium? Are they selling pictures? Are they going to start paying for the app? I don't know. I feel like you got to hit such critical mass with a platform to really make it worthwhile financially that I think either way, whether we stayed in writing or not, I think the company would have met the same fate. It's just that we probably would have lasted a lot longer because we wouldn't have been burning so much money with that we did with like having video and stuff. Like we had so many things. Kyrie, how much did all the exercising equipment run you? I think around $3-4 grand. The only thing I'm waiting for is a ab Jones. Got a little gym, man. Have you ever watched Dashy? Yeah, he's a funny dude. I feel like we'd collab well. It's hard to judge from the outside if these apps are doing well. Actually, most of them are just burning VC money on the market. 100%, Bishop. It's so funny that like what we did with our money was like super frugal. I feel like we really pulled off a miracle. Whereas some of these platforms, man, they'll raise 10 mil, 20 mil, and then what are they doing as money? I feel like they should have done such amazing things with it, and they just burned through it, and they don't know how to properly, pinch pennies and stuff. But yeah, it's so hard to know anything from the outside, right? Even you guys trying to judge our lives from the outside, you guys probably have no idea, like honestly, what our lives are like. And I think the perception even of StoryFire, I'm sure there might have been plenty of people that thought StoryFire was in the greatest position ever, bringing in so much money, it's killing it. And as a marketer, you have to portray that vibe, even for a YouTuber. On a YouTube end, I could be making no money at all. The views could be horrendous, but if I'm like, guys, we are crushing on YouTube, we're doing the hype is contagious, but it could just all be BS. It's kind of like people acting like they got money. It turns out they're dirt poor and they got credit card debt, whatever. There's all kinds of different fronts, and yeah, it's hard to know what's actually going on. But I try to be as transparent as possible. Asian Music, Damon, $5. Do you think if you had more investors, StoryFire could it be YouTube? Yes, but we're talking 15 years down the road, and honestly, it would have taken. Obviously, I'm not delusional, but what needed to happen, and this was part of the plan, as much as we can plan for it. We wanted to get some investors. They come in, we scale it further, we get more creators involved in the StoryFire. They all have equity. We keep pushing it further down the line. We get bigger investors. Then all of a sudden, somebody like Amazon or whatever, one of these big tech companies that's not Google or YouTube, they want to buy us. They want to acquire StoryFire. We then have, say, at Microsoft, Amazon, one of these guys, their massive financial infrastructure, all their support, that can then make this thing the viable YouTube competitor. And then eventually, with the right leadership, the right creators, the right features, the thing can then pass YouTube. Obviously, this would be 10, 15 years down the road or however long. I don't know the time frame. But that would be the way to do it. You got to get acquired by one of the big boys to get the infrastructure to then scale it to the point where it's competing and then can pass. But obviously, that's like crazy. But you can kind of see where that roadmap could be. You can start to imagine how that would go. Unfortunately, we couldn't get to step one to raise just the initial investment, which is crazy because people raise money for literally just an idea. People have raised millions of dollars for just a concept. We literally have the full product, all these multi-million subscribed creators attached. We have a strong community, user base, strong brand, and we couldn't even raise $1 million from anybody else. That's not me. Pretty freaking stupid, but hey, we're playing the game. Melissa, you are amazing. Thank you for the $20. Guys, we're going to take maybe 3 more questions, and then we out.
He always says 10, 15 minutes. It always goes for another hour.
No. 3 questions. That's it.
What time is it?
I'm not in. That's not one of the questions. That's a waste. Adam, I don't have copies of those. You're right. I should save those. That's a good. Thank you for that, actually.
Do more.
Shinpin, potentially. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I know so. Sugar Pride and 7. I remember those guys. Yeah. I remember that. Any stuff you want to do since teaching isn't on the table, Ashley?
I'm just having fun with TikTok right now.
Yeah.
Like a lot of fun. I didn't have one today. I wanted to shoot one earlier, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try and get it done tomorrow. We'll see.
Jesse, I'm older than you, have nothing going in life. Do you think I'll ever find happiness? Thank you for helping me during the dark times. Big E, yes, for sure. I think it's easy to focus on some bad things wrong, things that we wish could be, regrets, the past, whatever. However, what's helped me find happiness, and what I would recommend everybody or anybody who's looking for happiness, is a few different things. Exercise. Move your body around. That will get your blood flowing and will pump blood to your brain, which will have all these endorphins, the feel-good chemicals, all that good stuff will have you feeling better. And I mean actual exercise, not just walking around. Like, get your heart rate up, and then it'll have you like, whoa, I feel like I'm high. Run around real quick. Go for a sprint. Like, what? Yeah, I'm dead ass. So there's that. Eat healthier. You start eating like chocolate pretzels. If you if you eat like crap, you're gonna feel like crap. Bottom line. Even me eating that goldfish right there or whatever. What you put into your body.
Yeah, exactly. Goldfish.
I know. See, I had to throw myself down.
Good.
If you eating potato chips, cheeseburgers, pizza, you're gonna feel fat, you're gonna feel lazy, and you're gonna feel like you're just gonna feel mentally just your blood turns into septic sludge, and it's not feeling good. Diet, exercise, and you might think, well, that's just to lose weight. No, it's so you can feel happy. The other third thing is sleep. I'd put it as number one. You have to get 8 to 10 hours of sleep. If you don't, you're killing yourself. You're literally killing yourself. Don't be like, well, that's not true. My uncle gets 2 hours. No, it's bona fide fact. Look it up. You need 8 to 10 hours sleep. As much sleep as you can get, and sleep. Your happiness on a scale of 1 to 10, you'll go up 2 points from no matter where you're at if you get more sleep. So sleep, diet, exercise. Get those done. And then the other thing is just focus on little things. Be grateful for what you do have. Could I be like, dang, I wish StoryFire succeeded. I wish I had, bajillion dollars. Or, I wish Jenny wasn't so annoying. Or I wish, there was more goldfish in this bag. Instead, retrain your brain to start focusing on like, wow, those goldfish that I did have were really good. I'm excited for the next time I get to have those. Or like, I'm actually really happy that Mason's sitting here spending his time with us. Because that's really cute. Or like, it's great just to be in the stream. Or like, yo, that dump I took earlier was one of the greatest moments of my life. And it's corny. And you'd be like, yo, what is this mind game you're playing on yourself? But like, the more that you're just grateful for what you do have and not focus on comparing or all this other crap, you'll be happy. So that's my quick little rant. And I think on that note, that's a good ender. That's a good ender.
We got things to do, things to watch.
Guys, seriously, thank you so much for being in the stream. Brandy comes in at the last second, like classic Brandy.
Jenny playing for an hour.
Brandy, I'm going to put this video. You guys can watch it. There's instructions on how to save your stories and videos. Guys, we'll do one more stream in a few more days on Monday to say goodbye. Thank you guys for all the questions. Thank you guys for all the support in this time with StoryFire shutting down. It's not fun. It sucks. It actually really sucks. And yeah, guys, just thanks for always being there for me. And the fact that you guys all watched on YouTube. And I'm excited to get back to content on here. What if you got all the YouTubers that joined StoryFire invested? Asian, we need millions of dollars. We had YouTubers coming in for 6 figures. It's not enough. We need millions of dollars. It's just, unfortunately, this is where we're at. But it's all good. I'm excited to start creating again on here, guys. Love you all to death. And don't forget to keep it rigid. And for the last 5-6 days, stay lit.
Stay lit.
What? Stay home, right? Are you guys still?
Yeah, stay
You guys
home.
should still stay home. I mean, yeah, you guys should. It's still pretty bad.
Stay home.
Yeah, 4,000 people are dying every day. Be safe.
And follow me on TikTok. I'm 100 away from 10K.
I don't know if I should. I probably should. I can't. I don't know if I should tell you guys this. The family member that's in the. I don't know.
No.
Nah, probably not.
No.
Probably not. Not good. Not good news, guys. But we're gonna wait and see. Anyway, sorry for the cliffhanger.